So, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year! So, for today we are gonna do a way shorter video, way smaller video, because I'm knees deep into the Protea and the Banshee video, and it's gonna take a while, and I don't want you guys to completely starve. So what I've thought about is updating some of the builds that I've already made, because some of them have seen some interesting changes, let's say. And one of the builds that I did back in the day that you guys enjoyed the most was the Exergized. And back in the day I said, this is the Corpus Tigris, which I stand on. I said, this is the last true status shotgun, which I stand on. And I also said, this thing is completely bonkers and underrated. And I stand on that even more, because we have seen some changes to this thing. Very recent changes too. When I was trying to start my mag project, I still used the Exergized, because it is one of the best weapons that you can use on her, unless you just wanna turn your brain off and use the Nataruk, which is still completely insane on her. But this has always been the weapon that I use on mag. And with some of the additions made to 1999, this thing has gotten out of hand. Like, this thing is maybe double good what it used to be. Maybe it's triple good what it used to be, because you're gonna see some shit. So, this was my old build. And it still works. Of course it works, because it has 100% status, which isn't divided per pellet, because the oversight on this weapon is that it creates one pellet that then gets multiplied, but all of the numbers are applied to that one bullet. So this status is 100% for all of your pellets. This is what it makes it so good and still relevant as a status shotgun. And you have this status with heat and viral and slash, because you can add sweeping serration because you have the mod space, with this amount of base damage, and you can reload the weapon really fast with Shotgun Vendetta, which adds even more multi-shot. And of course, this whole build, it still works, to the point where I cannot even use the normal chain gunners. I have to use the Eximus ones, because the normal ones just die too quick. It is a little slow to ramp up, because you need a kill to proc the arcane, but whenever you get it, it becomes a little stupid. And also it has infinite punch through, which means whole rows of enemies get completely annihilated, and it is very good. Like, you can use it like this. Like, you can still use it like this if this is all you have, and still it's way more than some people have, because like, it's not like, you know, it's not like this arcane is very common or anything, but you can use this, and you can more than likely just get away with using primary death or whatever, and this build is gonna work. But that's the old build. Today, we use one of the latest arcanes that I've been testing for my Protea video, specifically. And the build now looks a little bit more like this. So, Prime Point Blank, completely outclassed in this case by a 9-cost mod. The punch through in this mod is completely irrelevant. We are not gonna use that punch through. Maybe through some terrain. The point is that it uses way less space in the build and does more fucking damage. That's one of the changes. The other change is this. It is this. It is an arcane that allows us to get ammo efficiency, which I believe stacks on pellet, because if it didn't stack on pellet, it wouldn't allow us to shoot it repeatedly with just one bullet in the chamber. Like, there's no way this just gives 36% ammo efficiency. No, it's giving way more, and you're about to see. So that means we can just keep firing the weapon as long as we are hitting headshots, which is already the biggest DPS increase. That is already just by itself the biggest DPS increase. And status temps. On a shotgun that already has more than 100%. So the result of doing those two little changes is this. Do I need to explain why this is good? Do I need to explain why this is absolutely ridiculous? Do I really need to explain how this is even better than what it used to be? Because yeah, like back then, I really liked the weapon and I used it a lot because it was a good shotgun. It performed. You could shoot a motherfucker and it would die. Or even more than one motherfucker and they would die. Because of the punch-through. But now you can just let it rip. You can just let it rip, brother. And this happens. And this happens. It is absolutely beautiful, ridiculous. And this is now... This isn't just an off-meta fun thing. This is good. This weapon is now fucking good. But I'm not gonna leave you guys just with that. Because remember, 1 year ago I had a Riven. I still have that Riven. I still have this bullshit. So we have gone from 42,000 damage and 100% status to 77,000 damage, 155 status, and even more status coming from this thing. So you can imagine what is about to happen, I guess. It's just fucking ridiculous. Resets, that's all it takes. It is absolutely insane. It is absolutely ridiculous, and I love this weapon. I absolutely love this weapon. Of course, it also doesn't help the fact that it is so good with mag, because it is so good with mag. This weapon with mag just fucking fucks. Because the pellets have infinite punch through and they are projectiles, which means... Yeah, it means that. So yeah, like, I don't know what else to add. I don't even know what else to add. This weapon is fucking amazing. Some slight changes you could make to this if you want even more consistency on the DPS, because let's be real honest, it's not like you need 3 pixelation. You don't need this, right? And it's not like you need a Riven, and it's not like you even need Vigilante armament. So you could just do this. I think there's a Prime version of this mod, so you could also do that, which means this arcane is gonna be way more easy to proc without having to reload, which isn't even a problem in the first place, keeping in mind the really small amount of time that it takes for it to reload. So you can do this. Also, what you can also do, you could add this. It's probably gonna be even better, because again, you're gonna proc slash no matter what with this amount of status. You're gonna proc slash no matter what. You don't need this. This helps, but you don't need it. But debatably, status damage, giving more damage to the less last procs you are doing, and also increasing the damage of the heat procs. This is also very fucking good. You could absolutely just change the format here and add this. It's still gonna work. Like, it's still gonna work. It doesn't matter. You can. Okay, you know what? Let's fucking try this. Let's fucking try this. It's gonna work. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's gonna work. You're gonna see. And I'm gonna... Maybe it's even better, because I'm just gonna be able to... for even longer. Let's take a look. As you can see, I'm able to do repeat fire way quicker. And again, this is with no ribbons whatsoever, no nothing. This, oh, god damn it, man. So yeah, like, do you really want me to go to mod? Do you really want me to go to Tabiuni? Like, you don't need to see it. Like, you know what's gonna happen. You don't need it. That's all the testing that is required. But yeah, the Exergized is still one of my favorite guns. And now it's even better. And this weapon still helps me cope with the lack of Tigris in Cannon. It still helps me cope. I'm still sad though. I still want it. Please, the Tigris in Cannon, I need it in my life. I need the Doom weapon. But this is not a bad substitute at all. But yeah, that's about it. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.